Hey guys, DC Network here, coming at you with another video. Over the past 30 plus years, Cartoon Network has aired a wide variety of shows on the channel, many of which came in-house from Cartoon Network Studios, and over the past 10 to 15 years or so, one thing I've noticed about Cartoon Network that really does bother me is they've done a horrible job with library preservation. So what I mean by this is, you can't watch a lot of the former Cartoon Network series anywhere legally online or home media or anything. For example, The Secret Saturdays, Symbionic Titans, shows like that, there is no legal way for you to go watch these series. There's no way to buy it on home media here in the US. They are not on any streaming services, so you can't watch it there. The only way to watch these shows is if you go to an illegal pirating site to watch these series, because otherwise they're kind of just lost to time. And this is a problem that I've had for a while with Cartoon Network, as I said before, because look, like for example, right now, I would love to go back and watch The Secret Saturdays. I know they released 2 DVDs, I believe each consisted of 4 episodes, but that's the only sort of home media we have for The Secret Saturdays. There's no way for me to go watch this series on Max, there's nowhere to watch it on Cartoon Network's website. The only way I could actually watch every episode of these series is by pirating them online, and that is a huge problem. That is a huge issue for Cartoon Network. And I remember when HBO Max first launched a few years back, I was like, oh, that's going to be great, because Disney Plus had launched prior to that or around the same time. And I remember when Disney Plus came out, I was like, wow, this is really great. Like everything Disney has done that can be put onto this service due to, different contracts and whatnot have been put on this service. Everything they've ever done. And I'm like, this is really great. I can go watch something like Toy Story, and I could go watch something like Star Wars Episode 4. No matter what era it is from, it is on the service. If they can contractually put it on there prior to Disney Plus and HBO Max launching, some of their shows, some of their movies were licensed out to other services like Netflix or Hulu. So in that case, the show can't come onto the service. But when HBO Max was coming out, I was like, oh, this is going to be great. Cartoon Network's going to have this huge library on it. And I remember, if you guys go back and watch my HBO Max first impressions videos, my big criticism of it at the time was there's a ton missing from Cartoon Network. And to this day, now it's Max, obviously we no longer have HBO Max, and it's still a huge issue. There are so many shows missing from Cartoon Network, and even the shows that are on the streaming service are missing episodes from those series. So it's really just a huge problem, in my opinion, when it comes to Cartoon Network. If you look at someone like Nickelodeon, they've done a much better job at preserving the legacy, preserving their old series, because like for example, you could go buy Avatar: The Last Airbender on DVD or Blu-ray. Same thing with The Legend of Korra. You could go buy I Own Danny Phantom, the complete series, on DVD, or I own Hey Arnold on DVD, the complete series. I have the first 200 episodes of SpongeBob on DVD. I could go on and on and on, but a lot of these Nickelodeon classics have gotten home media releases in the form of complete series box sets. You can go watch those shows easily. You can go up right now and go buy one of those sets if you wanted to sit down and binge watch an entire series. Whereas Cartoon Network, we just got, for the first time ever, for the 30th anniversary, we finally got Ed, Edd n Eddy on DVD, the complete series box set, and Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends as well. Unfortunately, with the box sets, there were some episodes missing from them, but nevertheless, we got the majority of those shows on DVD, and I really felt like that was the beginning of something. I thought, okay, this is going to be the first wave of Cartoon Network complete series box sets of these classic series. Maybe Codename Kids Next Door is next. Maybe we're going to get another Powerpuff Girls box set. But no, they just stopped there, and they didn't continue to preserve their library. Instead, we're just left to go on these illegal sites to watch these series. And this isn't even just a problem with the old Cartoon Network series from the 2000s era of the channel, but even it crept into the 2010s as well. Like for example, the Big Four series that premiered in the 2010s that really kicked off the Renaissance era, as many people refer to it, were Adventure Time, Regular Show, Steven Universe, and The Amazing World of Gumball. Adventure Time and Regular Show both came out in 2010s, Amazing World of Gumball 2011, and Steven Universe 2013. You would think that those 4 series, being that they were so popular and really carried Cartoon Network for that decade, you would imagine that, hey, these series would be on complete series box sets. And in the case of Adventure Time, yeah, you can own the entirety of it on DVD, which don't even get me started on why that's not on Blu-ray, because that's a whole discussion for another time. Same thing with Steven Universe. You can own the complete series on DVD. You can't own The Amazing World of Gumball on DVD, the complete series. They only made 3 DVDs for that series, and Regular Show only got seasons 1 and 2 and 3 on DVD. The rest of of it is lost to time. Yes, you can go watch these shows on a streaming service in the form of Max, but that's not really a safe bet for library preservation. A streaming service can lose its content at any given moment. For example, we saw last year when HBO Max was still a thing, Warner Brothers Discovery removed a ton of series, including Infinity Train, from the service. Now, if you were someone who was in the middle of watching Infinity Train, you're kind of out of luck because you can only own book 1 and book 2 on DVD. Books 3 and 4 never got home media releases, so there's no legitimate way for you to watch those episodes, to watch that series. Even with Disney Plus, there's a movie that came out and I forgot the name of it, but I was talking to a friend about this. My friend was watching this movie on Disney Plus. It had just come out like 45 days prior to this happening, and he was in the middle of the movie and he paused it to pick it up another day, and then all of a sudden they removed it from the streaming service. So library preservation is really a facade on streaming services, because at any given moment, at any given point in time, those episodes, those movies, series, whatever the case may be, they can be revoked from the service to never be seen again and just put in an archive somewhere at Warner Brothers Discovery or Disney or whatever company you're talking about. So I really do hope that going forward, Cartoon Network starts to really honor and preserve their history, because there's a lot of great shows. And look, I'm not saying everything's going to be preserved in the form of complete series box sets, because that's just not feasible for multiple reasons. Like, I used to watch Class of 3000, I used to watch Squirrel Boy, but in all honesty, is that a series that me or majority of people are going to pick up on a box set? Probably not. So it makes sense that you can't do this with every series, but for a show like Chowder, for a show like The Amazing World of Gumball, regular show, Codename Kids Next Door, The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, Symbionic Titan, The Secret Saturdays, I could go on and on and on. Even, you know what, a fan favorite for me, Ben 10 Omniverse, is a show that has this issue. It never got all the episodes on DVD. You have all of the original series, all of Alien Force, Ultimate Alien, never got the rest of Omniverse. I believe they stopped halfway through season 4, and then they put half of season 5 out, never finished the other half of season 4, and those are all lost to time on home media. I just hope going forward, Cartoon Network, you guys start to preserve the library a bit better, start to release these shows and whatever else you want to release on complete series box sets on both Blu-ray and DVD, because hey, it'd be really nice if you guys actually remastered these series in HD. That'd be cool. You did it for Samurai Jack, do it for some other series as well. Last year was a great starting point with Foster Home for Imaginary Friends and Ed and Eddie, but it'd be nice if you did a little bit more than that and actually tried to preserve the great library of shows that you guys accumulated over the past 30 plus years. Anyways, let me know in the comments section below what you guys think about all this. You guys agree with me that Cartoon Network has done a horrible job when it comes to library preservation? If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to see more content like this from DC Network. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.